So, even with one-shot kill, we still couldn't beat Miss Hundred Faces. Yeah, I should have expected that.
Doesn't look good for us, does it?
Sionji?
You know, I'm kind of surprised you're not freaking out right now.
I could say the same to you.
What? No way. Not this girl.
You know, now that you're with me, there's something that I have to say.
Huh? Why do you sound so serious?
Sionji,
Shinohara, please, my heart isn't ready yet.
I've got a meeting, so you'll need to hide.
Pardon?
Alright, team. It seems our all-out war was a bust. As things stand, directly defeating Tsumugi Shina, Miss Hundred Faces, is impossible.
So what are we, like, just supposed to give up?
Absolutely not. If our enemy's willing to play fast and loose, so will we.
Whatever it takes, we'll do it.
You say that, but we're still outmatched. She's got complete control of this game.
Right, so we start a new one. Set it up inside of Astral. One final game.
It would appear you've been preparing for this. That's commendable. But we'd still have to convince her to play.
That's true. Miss Hundred Faces holds the majority of the area by far.
If she can win just by waiting it out, why bother playing another game?
And with tomorrow being the last day, Kurahashi'll try to dig his heels in deep.
Yeah, he won't stay out of this. Which ultimately means we're facing off against two opponents, not one. Knowing that, are you willing to trust me?
Yes.
No question.
Of course.
I guess so.
I'm counting on you. We only have one shot at this. Let's show them what we're made of.
All right.
Now then, how do I convince Sheena to play a game?
Finally, there you are! Big bro!
A surprise attack?
Hey, let's play some games. What do you say?
Huh?
Seriously, I lost again.
She's behaving as though yesterday never happened. Hey, you are genuinely Miss Hundred Faces, aren't you?
Of course, bona fide participating member of Seijo Academy.
How'd you wind up becoming involved in all of this anyway?
How, you ask? Well, I don't really like going to school, so more often than not I just stay home playing games and doing stuff on the computer.
Oh yeah, you've said that before.
I got into middle school and thought I'd be done with mandatory education soon. That I wouldn't have to deal with dull classes and dumb teachers anymore. But then it hit me. If I didn't get into high school, I couldn't play the cool star-catching game.
Okay, I guess you're right.
There was no way I was gonna miss out on something that was actually fun for a change. So I modded my device a little and force-installed a special program that let me play.
The first fake account in Academy Island history was a boredom-alleviating whim?
Impressed?
Yeah, real impressed.
But then one day, I got this weird message from a person called Mikado something. He wanted me to join him, and I was all like, your talents would serve me well. It was some super shady stuff. I mean, really. That's pretty much Evil Organization 101. Anyway, that's who invited me to join Astral. He gave me this OP star that lets me make perfect copies of things. In exchange, all he asked me to do was issue a proclamation of war. The one where I declared I was going to defeat you and the Empress. Remember?
Vividly. So that's what happened.
Tomorrow's going to be Astral's grand finale, isn't it? The last day I get to play with everyone at the event. I'm so excited. I don't think that I can sleep a single wink.
She says sleeping. Sweet little Sheena. She probably doesn't have a clue what's really at stake here. She's just playing along. Victory would be fun, and defeat disappointing. In the end, it's all just a game to her. Still, she's not gonna give up. She'll keep on playing the game until somebody wins. Somehow, I have to convince her that she's already lost, that the game's over, and it's finally time to stop. And so, the 3 surviving Astral players gathered together on the game field. Hey, I've been thinking, Sheena.
I'm Miss Hundred Faces right now, silly.
But wouldn't you rather end this thing as yourself? Show everyone who's really been playing all this time?
You think so? Fine, I suppose the Empress Act can wait.
There! Happy, big bro?
Big bro?
Oh, crap. Oh, and Sheena, since this is the first we're meeting on the field, I think maybe we should go over the rules.
Huh?
As of today, only 3 academies still remain in the competition. Those are Oka, Eimei, and Seijo.
But of the surviving finalists, I have the most captured area, the most spells, and the highest support rating, too!
You sure do. But aren't you forgetting something? Before this contest started, you issued a challenge to Saionji, didn't you? You declared war on her through iTube with the whole of Academy Island watching.
Oh, guess I did do that.
You haven't forgotten the win condition of the game you challenged her to, have you? It was kind of an important point.
I think it was that whoever beats you first would be the winner.
That's right. So basically that means our ranks in Astral have no real bearing at all. I recall you saying something else, too. That if neither of you could actually beat me, then I myself would be considered the victor of the Empress battle. If it came down to that, then you agreed to let me decide what would happen to you afterwards.
Did I actually say all of that? It does sound familiar.
Yeah, which means in the fight for the name of Empress, I could technically win just by running away. Honestly, on that front, there's no real incentive for me to fight you. But if I did that, I'd inevitably lose in Astral. The same holds true for Saionji.
I'm not relinquishing the throne of Empress to you, kid. A part of me wouldn't mind Shinohara playing it evasive while the clock ran out. That said, if you do win Astral, then Oka Academy would drop down in rank to at least 6th place. That's not something I can accept.
So then, Sheena, let's say we settle this with a new game instead. You understand what I just said, right? Astral isn't enough.
It isn't? Well, okay.
So then, how about we play winner take all? With another game called Crossboard. It's a turn-based board game that works inside Astral. If you're able to beat me, both the competition and the title of Empress belong to you. On our end, it gives us a reason to stand and fight.
I can get on board with that.
Come on, Sheena. This is what you wanted, isn't it? An invitation to a star-catching game, the thing that brought you here. Your opponents being a 6-star genius princess, and the 7-star himself. Pass this up, and you'll never get another chance like it.
You're right! Yeah, let's do it! Let's finish this whole thing off with an all-or-nothing game of Crossboard! So cool, so cool! I can see everything!
This is some next-level production design.
Yeah, it's crazy. In Crossboard, all the astral spaces are compressed down into just 100. Player positions and abilities are all carried over. You have an area and a core base. If you lose either one of those, you're out. Listen up, because this bit's important. Crossboard is completely integrated with Astral. You make a change on this game board, and it'll be reflected on the greater playing field around us. Understand? Whoever takes Eimei's spaces first will be the real Empress.
Wow, nice! Alright, I'll start, okay?
Tsumugi, Sheena's turn.
First, take a main action. There are 2 types of flags to choose from. Select one and place it on the board. You can only put it on a space adjacent to your held area.
Right, I'll go here. Oh, guess that wasn't your core base after all.
You thought you'd win on the first turn? Next up is the sub-action. There are 3, but you can only activate 1.
Choices, choices. Okay, I'll use one of the Empress's spaces. Aw, maybe next time. Alright, it's your turn now, big bro.
Hiroto, Shinohara's turn.
Right.
You picked Encroach? Are you crazy, big bro? You've only got 2 spaces left and you're sucking up the turn delay?
I'm not that generous. And I'm not your brother either. Now for my sub-action, I'll use Disrupt.
We're in a deadlock.
A deadlock? What are you talking about?
Can't you see? Because of Shinohara's current predicament, he's all but attack-proof. Aimee has 2 spaces left. Since I don't know which is the core, I'd have to weed one out. But if I do that and you take your next turn... See the problem here?
Right. To secure definitive victory, you have to beat me. But because Crossboard's turn-based, if you get Aimee down to 1 space on your move, then the other team will win on theirs. Basically, neither of you can attack me without handing over the win, and your only real option is to protect me from the other player.
Wait, were you planning to put yourself in this position right from the start?
Well, yeah, of course I was.
Fine, whatever. I'll happily play the long game if it means Oka winning.
Sarasa, Saionji's turn.
I use Disrupt as my sub-action.
Tsumugi, Shina's turn.
Now let me think. What do I want to do next?
Looking at her, Sheena really does strike me as someone who just loves to play. She's not the type to cheat for the sake of winning.
Oh, what's going on? How come Seijo's taking over my spaces?
Why is the color changing to match mine?
This isn't one of your abilities, then?
I don't think so. Wait! Maybe my wicked powers are so insanely strong that they're spilling over onto the board?
Yeah, definitely.
No way. Sheena hasn't even taken her action yet. There's only one thing this could be.
What's happening?
They're fakes. Corrupted copies. They're the same as Miss Hundred Faces.
Wait, what? They're all just like me?
You think they're using the same kind of mimicking technology they used to ape me?
Yeah. Some sort of cloned army brought in to expand his area.
That's right! That's totally what he must have done with my latent powers! Pretty cool, huh, big bro?
Kurahashi's the only one who could be making these corrupt copies appear. Damn it. He's trying to shamelessly force-win the game.
Now, let's keep up the momentum! Huh?
If I lose one more space, I'm done for.
Shinohara,
Since the 2 games are connected, manipulating one to affect the other is a simple undertaking.
why even make that a rule in the first place?
Isn't it obvious? It all comes down to the basic balance of risk versus reward. That said, with teammates like mine, risk just isn't a thing.
Hiroto, Shinohara's turn.
Narase, you're flanked to your left and right. Create some aerial distance, then shoot. Follow up with a barrier to the left, then back on up, and let him have it.
That's too many orders, Shinji!
Easy as pie.
Yeah, thanks to me. Next time, just skip the grumbling and do what I tell you, okay?
You're not even gonna give me some credit after that performance? Honestly, am I just your dutiful little lapdog or something?
Of course you are. There's only one person I can trust to follow my instructions with absolute unerring devotion. Naturally, that's you, Nanase.
Hey, you make it out like I'm some googly-eyed whack job that has nothing but total faith in you and your decision-making.
You don't?
You're not honestly asking me to say it, are you? Isn't it telling enough that I keep letting you watch my back like this?
I suppose. But Nanase, can we truly describe the part I play as watching your back, when all I do is bark commands from a good, safe distance?
Really? Don't be so literal, you idiot!
Nanase Asamiya and Shinji Enomoto. How are those 2 brats still alive? Wasn't Kirigaya supposed to have taken care of them? They used lightning rod? Damn it! Even the server logs have been falsified. Libra must be in on it too. It's you, isn't it? Hiroto Shinohara. You planned this all out, didn't you? I'll just have to resort to my old failsafe. If the board's looking bare, then add a new piece. I'll be back in control in no time. He's already on my payroll, so the least he can do is make himself useful. You know what to do, Kirigaya. Go and show those fools that we're not to be trifled with.
Nah, that ain't happening, and you can drop this Wii stuff too.
Drop it?
Kudahashi. Shinohara's already seen through your crappy comeback plan. Your ship's sinking, man, and I sure as hell ain't going down with it.
How dare you! Now listen here, you ungrateful pawn. You're gonna do what I tell you to—
Watch your tone, you yuppie scumbag. Did you seriously believe someone like you can take on a legit 7-star? You're finished. Now kindly lose my number, would ya?
Kirigaya? Ah, damn! You unruly good-for-nothing punk!
Turn 5, and the pendulum swings back our way.
Tsumugi, Shina's turn.
You're being like super hard on me here, big bro.
Well, that's because I can't afford to lose this one. Credit where credit's due. Sionji's keeping pace without using any cheats at all. It's mind-blowing.
Guys, I'm feeling kinda weird.
What do you mean by weird?
Like my body suddenly isn't listening to me or something. What the? Hey, do what I tell you. Wait, so what if I just tap the space I take it?
It's gotta be Kudahashi. He must have gotten tired of taking the indirect approach.
I mean, really, there is such a thing as losing with grace.
I'm not complaining. His petulance gave us everything we need.
Hiroto, Shinohara's turn.
Activate ability tracing. Find him. Yo, Kudahashi! You hearing me okay? I've about had it with the Machiavellian shtick. So be a good boy and surrender.
Ah, damn!
Oh, by the way, you know this handy tracing ability I'm using to talk to you right now? Well, no shock, but it lets me know exactly where I can find you.
So what? You can't do a damn thing while you're stuck inside Astral!
Maybe I can, but last I checked there were 4 other AMA players besides yours truly. You've seen what our duo of Asamiya and Enomoto are doing, so that's no surprise. But what about the other 2? I wonder where that unlikely pairing could be.
Which 2? Ah! Hey, aren't you?
Master Hiroto Shinohara's personal maid, Shirayuki Himeji. I'm told that you possess an interesting new game. One that lets you take control of Miss 100 Faces.
Huh, what's one lone girl gonna do about it?
One lone girl? Apologies. I'm not much good with the opposite sex, and so with that in mind...
Get wrecked! You crossed the wrong ladies, you scrub!
You've no right to be here!
Face it, you're beaten.
After Himeji and Co. broke into Kudahashi's HQ, it was over. Things wrapped up pretty quickly. Himeji assumed control of Miss 100 Faces, allowing us to turn the board green. And just like that, Seijo's domination and all the power it brought to bear vanished in an instant.
Tsumugi, Shina is eliminated.
Does that mean it's over now? No more astral competition?
Yeah, and I'm sorry to say you lost, Shina. Next time, you need to pick your allies and opponents more carefully.
Yeah, I think you might be right about all that. But even though I thought it was totally cool how you and the others banded together to beat my evil play empire, I'm a little confused. Did I do something wrong? I didn't really hurt anyone, right?
Oh, Shina. No, I'm not the right person to answer a question like that. Kazumi,
Hey, Shinohara. Sarasa.
maybe you could shed some light on this one. Tell me, how do you and Libra feel about Tsumugi Shina?
Tsumugi. How you feeling right now? What was your takeaway from Astral? Did you find the whole thing dull? Not a bit. It wasn't dull at all. It was the opposite. Exciting. Astral, the MTCG, even Crossboard. It was all amazing. I'm actually sad that it's over already. It was so good. I could have kept playing forever. It was so fun. I'm relieved to hear you say that. Because in the end, that's the only thing we really wanted. For people to have a good time. And interest definitely jumped when Miss Hundred Faces showed up. Big bad plot twist. I mean, that was what brought everyone together and made it so memorable, right? You were the MVP! What? The MVP? Thank goodness.
I guess all's well that ends well, huh? Aimee takes the win in both Crossboard and Astral, and Saionji hangs on to her title. Wait, what? Why isn't the Astral field deactivating? Let's see. Hmm?
I managed to save Oka's core base during your radical takeover. What, you weren't hoping for a flawless victory, were you? I've got to make sure that big ego of yours stays in check.
Of course.
Oh, he's here!
The champion returns!
Excellent work, Shino.
It was well played.
It's good to have you back with us, Master.
Thanks, Himeji.
The come-from-behind victory was so dreamy. Like, I think I've fallen for you even more!
Not so close, Miss Akizuki!
Huh? But I haven't even touched him yet!
I've got to hand it to you. That was impressive. You brought victory to Aimee. As student council president, I owe you my thanks.
Yeah, obviously. Haven't you been paying attention?
No way. I couldn't have won without you guys.
Oh, so that's how it is, huh? In that case, I retract my words of gratitude.
Would it kill you to push back a little bit?
As soon as I get that, please.
It began with the telling of a single lie. A lie has the power to save someone. A lie has the power to gain you new friends. And a lie has the power to change your world entirely. But this lie doesn't just belong to me anymore.
Master?
Someday, somewhere on this beautiful, sprawling island, I'll find the one I'm searching for. Until then,
it's him! The 7-star!
Strongest on Academy Island!
How do you think he's gonna pull it off this time?
I can't wait to find out.
Ready? The game's about to start.
Together, with the friends I've made, I'll live the lie I've told.